Hey guys, my name is Majd, hope you're doing well, and in this video we have a lot to get into about Cardano. So we're going to start off by talking about this article, which mentioned 3 reasons why Cardano is up 100% this month. And they mentioned some really interesting things that's worth going over. The second thing we're going to take a look at is Charles's live stream that he streamed just 2 hours ago, and he dropped a lot of amazing information in here. And it's a 25-minute live stream, so I'm going to be summarizing what he says and all the important things that he has to say. And then we're going to be taking a look at this chart, which has quite a lot to say to us. So we're going to start over at CoinMarketCap, and you can see Cardano is at 94 cents, and it's holding the 92 to 94 cent region really well. So the 90 cent level is acting as amazing support, and honestly, it's kind of blowing my mind how well it's holding these prices. So after a huge pump like this, you would expect some kind of correction, but Cardano's like, nope, I'm just gonna stay up here. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it testing past $1 relatively soon. For full transparency, however, I do want to tell you guys that I did sell some Cardano at about 92 cents. It was not a lot at all. I sold actually about 1.3% of all of my Cardano holdings. And although I think Cardano has so much more room to go, and you guys know my price target is $7 for this year, I still think that it's a really good idea to be taking profits along the way, instead of waiting to sell all of it at the peak, which is actually impossible. So that's why I'm starting to slowly sell some Cardano, and again, it's not much, so I only sold 1.3% of my Cardano holdings at about 92 cents. But I did want to tell you guys that for full transparency. So we're going to start off by taking a look at this article, and by the way, I'll leave a link to this article down in the description below if you want to take a look at it for yourself. So this article is talking about 3 reasons why Cardano is up 100% this month. So the first thing that they talk about is that Cardano is entering the Gogan era this year. And if you don't already know, Cardano has basically been leading up to the Gogan era for the past few years, and we're finally going to see it happen this year. And the Gogan era is basically when Cardano is finally going to start having smart contracts running on it and all sorts of decentralized applications. We're going to see the likes of ADA, Uniswap, and all kinds of stablecoins running on Cardano, which is so exciting because Cardano is finally going to have its own ecosystem of decentralized applications. And these dApps will be incredibly cheap to use, unlike the ones on Ethereum, which right now we're paying stupidly high gas fees. So yeah, that's incredibly exciting that we're going to start seeing all kinds of dApps and smart contracts running on Cardano ADA this year when Gogan comes out. So Gogan, the era of the Cardano blockchain that will unlock its smart contract functionality, has been in development for at least as long as Shelly has. The team behind the blockchain has been working on almost all of its phases simultaneously to ensure smooth launches and minimal performance issues. The next thing this article talks about is that Cardano is about to become completely 100% decentralized by March 31st, which means that 100% of the blocks are going to be produced by the community and 0% of the blocks are going to be produced by IOHK, the founding company of Cardano. This will make Cardano the most decentralized blockchain. The next thing that this article talks about is something that Charles Hoskinson has been teasing about for so long. But basically, Cardano is actually partnering up with some country in Africa to onboard 5 million people onto the Cardano ecosystem. I think some people are speculating that it's Ethiopia, but we don't know exactly. Again, this is incredibly bullish. I mean, 5 million people is quite a lot of people. And yeah, so I think Charles mentioned that they're going to reveal which country it is and exactly what they're doing by the end of February. But as of right now, we don't have too much information on what's going on. All we know is that Cardano is partnering up with some country in Africa and that they plan on onboarding a huge amount of people onto the Cardano ecosystem. So the next thing that we're going to be looking at is Charles's live stream, which he live streamed just 2 hours ago. And I actually watched the entire thing, so you guys don't have to. But there was a few really interesting things that he talked about. The first thing that he mentioned is that there's going to be a major liquidity announcement coming in February. I don't know exactly what he's referring to, but I think it could be Coinbase. So many things happening for Cardano in February. The second thing that he mentioned was, again, the Africa news, but he said that they're going to be announcing exactly what's going on and which country they're partnering with in February as well. So it seems like the end of February is going to be absolutely explosive for Cardano. or the weeks leading up to the end of February, because usually people buy the news. So that's extremely exciting. The next thing that he talked about is that they're working on a decentralized app store for dApps on Cardano. It's a decentralized app store for all sorts of dApps to be listed on, which I don't know exactly how that's going to work or how that's going to look like. But yeah, so that's amazing. That's something that's really interesting. The next thing that he mentioned was that they were looking for a university to partner with so that they can create a dedicated smart contract development center. And he said he doesn't know what university it is yet, but they are looking and trying to choose a university. But basically, they're going to give that university a lot of funding, and they're going to build a dedicated smart contract development center. Again, this is so bullish, and what Charles is doing right now is he's trying to completely accelerate the development of dApps, and he's really pushing it to become a very mainstream thing. He's trying to get as much adoption onto Cardano, and as many people writing all kinds of dApps and building amazing decentralized applications. So that seems like the goal of Cardano for this year, just to get as many developers as possible to start building all kinds of amazing things. And the next point leads on to that. He says they're going to be hosting multiple hackathons for the development of smart contracts. So they're going to be funding a bunch of hackathons, and we'll see what amazing projects come out of those. He also mentioned, again related to that he's going to hire a journalist to write stories about various projects on Cardano funded by Catalyst. So again, this is just another way to bring more awareness, more adoption, and more developers to start building on Cardano and absolutely accelerate the growth of decentralized applications and smart contracts, and to just get as many dApps as possible to start, transforming the world and start doing all sorts of great things. The next thing that we're going to take a look at is this chart right here. So this is the search interest of Cardano over on Google Trends, and you can see that we peaked here in January of 2017, which was the end of the previous bull cycle. And so yeah, we are expected to reach the all-time high of search interest for Cardano. And this just means that there's a huge rush of retail investors looking to Cardano, looking to buy Cardano, looking to understand what Cardano is, and this should definitely send the price skyrocketing. This chart is extremely bullish, and this is what we saw with Ethereum right before Ethereum completely crushed its all-time high and soared all the way to $1,700, and I think right now it's sitting at like $1,850 or something. Alright, so that's all for me today, guys. I do want to mention that I have a Discord server full of, I think, almost or about 300 people now. It's extremely active. And yeah, I'll leave a link to this down in the description below. So if you want to meet a bunch of like-minded people that are talking about everything to do with Cardano, then make sure to check out my Discord server. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things going on here. I also do giveaways here, so you can see that I gave away $100 worth of Cardano recently. So if you want to be a part of those, then make sure to join the Discord server. Also guys, before I go, I do want to talk about my app. So I actually built a cryptocurrency tracker app, and as of now it's only available for iOS on the App Store, so I do apologize if you have an Android device. But the reason I built this was because I did not like Blockfolio or Delta, because they were just too complicated. They had way too many features that I did not need. I just needed a cryptocurrency tracker, something to show me the market, something to show me my total balance and add alerts, and that's exactly what I built. So this is Portfolio View. It's supposed to be incredibly simple, incredibly easy to use, and it looks really good. So it has over 3,000 cryptocurrencies, and here you can add price alerts for all kinds of cryptocurrencies. You also have price graphs, and you could add transactions. So this is just an overview of a transaction, so it shows you how much you bought, the current price of the coin, how much you spent, and all the profit and loss for each individual transaction. And here's a breakdown of your portfolio, so you can see the percentage of each coin that you hold and the change of your portfolio over various time frames. It also has volatility alerts that you can enable, so it can alert you when the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum changes with 3% or more within a single hour, or 6% or more within a single day. So yeah, if you guys want to check this app out, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. That's all for me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.